What if your UTV caught on fire? What? Yeah, it's happened. We're going to talk about it.
This is the Wildland Fire Lessons Learned Center podcast. I'm Alex Victora, Assistant Center Director of the Wildland Fire Lessons Learned Center here in sunny Tucson, Arizona.
All right. Thank you, Alex, for that wonderful introduction. My name is Travis Dotson. Podcast today is going to be just with me. Alex is out riding a bike over mountainous terrain, more than likely. Anyway, he's somewhere. He's not here. And today, we're going to have a real short chat about some dangerous stuff that can happen as you're out there cruising around in your UTVs in close proximity to flame. All right, let's get into it. This little chat today is based on some reports we've gotten, and I just want to get that heads up out there. It's a topic that I don't hear much about, but we've seen 3 separate instances of it, and it's about fires starting on UTVs, and basically it's grass and sticks and flammable material accumulating between the skid plate and the floorboards. You know, you're driving your UTV around out there, it makes sense. Grass and whatnot gets scooped up and lodged in there. And then what we do with UTVs is we're around fire a lot. And so, it makes sense that that stuff could accumulate and then eventually ignite, which has happened multiple times. And we've not yet had anything catastrophic, Not that I think a UTV is going to blow up or something like that, which I guess it could. I think it'd probably end up being more like your floorboard catches on fire, and in the process of trying to put your floorboard out, you roll the UTV off a cliff or something like that. Anyway, kind of scares me. And what we found out about reporting is that if there's 3 reports of it happening, that means it's happened a whole bunch of other times that where people just got through it and put the fire out or whatever, and just kind of looked at each other and laughed and high-fived and said, "Oh man, that was crazy," and that just becomes a story, right? But a big thanks to the people that have reported it. We've got at least 1 in SafeNet and 2 rapid lesson sharing instances. 2 of them were actually fires, which caused significant damage to the UTVs, and the other one was just taking some pieces off in maintenance and seeing all of that grass and whatnot accumulated in between the skid plate and the floorboards, and seeing the potential for that to ignite and cause big problems. And really big thank you to the folks that took some pictures of that and wrote it up and sent it in to us. But anyway, the links to those reports will be on our podcast homepage, and we'll try and get that out in a bunch of different ways. But the message here is take a look at your UTV. Get under there, look between the skid plate and the floorboard, and make it part of your regular inspection to get that stuff out of there, because it could be a super bad deal to be driving around and your floorboard is on fire or something like that. I can imagine that being kind of sketchball. I remember one time on a prescribed fire, a fuel vent that was kind of dragging underneath a UTV. There was a little bit of flame on that fuel vent, and our FMO was driving around, and we were trying to wave him down like, "Hey, you've got fire underneath." And luckily enough, he stopped and had a spray hose and put it out. But got my heart pumping there for a little bit. So anyway, just want to do our bit, get the word out before something catastrophic does happen. And it's real simple. Get under there, check your UTV. Thanks for listening, folks. Go
to wildfirelessons.net. Good stuff over there.
Hey, that music makes me want to go surfing.
Thank you for listening to this podcast.